I'm becoming better and better at this, remembering to hide my cam at the start. Hi, hello and welcome to the Grey Havens. That's where I believe we were headed. We're definitely going to be starting off with a cutscene that explains the situation, so let's check it out. Beautiful scenery. Elves.
After thousands of years, elves in Middle-earth have finally begun their exodus homeward across the sea.
They look distressed. They're fleeing.
The port city of Mythlond, known as the Grey Havens, is where they converge to set forth westward. But now even this remote city is not safe from Sauron. The corsairs of Umbar from the south have choked off their naval passage westward and threatened to overrun the ancient port.
Yar har day. Maybe Peter Jackson's on one of those ships. 2 respect points if you get the reference.
We heard that you may be coming. Corsairs from the south have sunk our ships and have ransacked the port. And now their ships linger in the Gulf, sinking any ships attempting to flee.
Dwarves, go back to the caves and tell our brothers the enemy is here. Surely they will listen. Back to the blue.
They will probably not listen. Oh damn. Everything is popping off right at the start already. Hold on just 1 second. There we are, that's a bit better, isn't it? Alright, first of all, just have our entire army advance already. And let's try and get rid of these troops that are destroying our buildings. I would like to keep this fortress. We can use Stone Bombadil over here. We can use a nice little tower over here. Very effective. Just the banner carrier left. There we go. Now help us out over here. Are there any bonus objectives? No, not yet. Everything is still straightforward, straight as an arrow. Zoom out a little bit. Oh yeah, that's better. That's a lot better than last episode where I felt like we were not zoomed out at all. And everything is just popping off immediately. Everything is happening at once. They did destroy one of our buildings, but I mean, just one of them is not gonna be the end of our life. Let's just make sure that we don't spend too much time near the fires that these Corsairs of... What are they called? Corsairs of... Umber, that's it, Corsairs of Umber. Let's capture the docks and then we are gonna start constructing a fleet, because as I told you guys, this mission is all about naval content. Naval combat actually, which is a new type of content in this game. Let's upgrade this to maybe get to the point where we can build some Mirkwood archers. We all know we like Mirkwood archers, and I guess we should get a builder, right? Alright, now that you reclaimed the shipwright, build a fleet of no less than 4. So that's gonna be 2 each to speed up the process. And we're gonna try and create a nice little naval force just to get rid of all the enemies, possibly. I definitely want to have a lot of ranged troops in this mission because the enemy is coming in with boats, presumably. So having some ranged troops to combat that will be awesome. Alright, then we can upgrade all of them at once already. We don't need any upgrades for that. We don't need to buy any upgrades for that, rather. They are just immediately unlocked. Let's make this building produce a whole lot more. Destroy the Corsair naval blockade. Is 4 ships gonna be enough for that? Let's check it out. And these are just ships that we can use like this, right? It's not like it's not like it has to include troops. It can just fire arrows, I presume, or I hope so at least. Let's be careful. But I presume, oh right, and we already have the upgraded arrows. It's quite a lot of ships though. Let's make sure that we have our heal ready. I don't know if it works on ships, but we'll try. Yes, it does. Awesome. We are definitely gonna lose this one unless we move it back a little bit. It's not gonna be back fast enough. Probably. Maybe it is. It is. Awesome. Everything is going great. Let's make sure that this one moves back as well already. No. Alright. Construct a storm ship. I will do that, but I'm gonna make sure that I have enough of the other types of ships as well still, because they have quite a force to be reckoned with back here. God damn. Let's build a tower over here. Let's get an upgrade building going. Alright, and now we desperately need resources, right? Let's use this ship to kite back and forth a little bit. Just destroy one of the boats, then maybe move back. You guys, can you maybe reach them with your arrows? You should be able to, right? Hell yeah, of course they can. And they deal a lot of damage. Alright, look at this. Oh, that's effective. It was such a good idea to create these Mirkwood archers. Let's have them get over here. This tower has also been putting up a hell of a fight. I think it destroyed like 3 ships on its own. And now let's, as soon as possible, get some more resource buildings in here, because I do believe that that is going to be pivotal in our victory. I'm not going to be focusing on hero levels this mission, because I think there's just too much going on for us to do that. Upgrade armor, craftwork as well. Same for you. Man, we need more resources and we need them quickly. I think our Mirkwood archers are gonna be able to make quick work of the ships that are stationed over here when they move to this little outpost. No, it does not seem like they can, but they are distracting these boats enough maybe for our troops to just head over here and wreak some havoc. Oh, alright, yeah. So what I was wondering right there was, how do these ships work again? Because I remembered that they create a whirlpool, and if you were wondering still, are you good, bro? And if you were wondering still, they do that on death. So yeah, we just lost all of our ships for no reason. Can we maybe use the bombard? Yeah, oh man, I'm so smart. I'm pretty proud of that move. Transport ships, let's use 2. Only 1 bonus objective and we have already completed that. There's a wall over here in which we are not allowed to build a gate, which is quite sad because that would make it a lot easier to get over here on this side of the map. But this is where we're supposed to be going now. Alright, so we can only transport 2 troops at once. I'm just gonna keep on building resource buildings throughout the city because I desperately want some more resources. Not a great position over here. There is some room left here though with some yellow percentages, and yellow is fine enough by me. This tower is under attack again. We need to make sure that our transport ships are at the back, because otherwise we are in a lot of trouble. Archers, quickly, we have our heals, so we can do that to not lose our troop, but maybe we should just let them go out for a second. And it's a valuable lesson. Never have just transport ships out there. Always have some naval battalions to accompany them, right? I'm glad that we saved our troops though. What if we do this? How are they gonna feel about me doing that, huh? Just Tom Bombadil over here. He can definitely do some work over here already, I believe. It's weird that they have a catapult as well. Come on, Tommy boy. Maybe destroy the catapult. I hope he's gonna be able to catch up and just smack him real quick. He's not really smacking. There we go. No, that's fine. I do remember from my childhood that this was a bit of a slow mission. I do believe that our troops are gonna be able to run up here, right? I'm quite sure of that. It's so awesome that this tower just gets rebuilt. Let's put one over here as well, so that the talent can already refresh and that we have a bit of a defense on the other side as well. Sure, you guys can move over here. I don't mind that a bit. If our Mirkwood archers can then lend a little hand, everything will be fine. Awesome. And now look at this. This tower is gonna be able to overpower the enemy ships, and we are gonna be able to unload all of our troops. And now let's send our fleet back and repeat that action. I'll see you guys once my entire army is on this shore. I'm gonna create 1 more transport ship because this is taking way too long. Let's advance a bit, shall we? I'm just still upgrading my land troops, but I can use my naval troops over here. These 4 strong ships. Oh, they have levels as well. These 4 strong ships can handle the world for now, it seems like. They have been holding off a steady flow of enemies for a whole while now. And let's just scan the coast, get rid of their fleet, and in the meantime we can start our ambush maybe. Now we are finally making progress. It took a while, but I just want to make sure that I'm doing things correctly, but it's because if I do remember correctly, there's another part of this mission that is quite intense as well. 10 points, which means another power. Repairing buildings, sure, why not? After we capture these shipyards, I believe the other part of the mission will start. It's actually a beautiful surrounding over here in the Grey Havens. It does appear in the movies as well, this zone, if you don't know. It's, as the introductory cutscene tells us, it's actually where...
Note across the waters. The heralds of the Armada sound their assault.
it's actually where my mind is getting flooded. The elves head off in the end towards their home country, right? Towards their hometown, towards the parts where they spent the end of their lives. And so this is where, at the end of the story, spoiler alert, Frodo and Bilbo actually come. Come on, Tommy, show them what you're worth. Bam! God damn it, this is such a cool unit, right? And while they're distracted, our navy can come and wreak some havoc. Are we even gonna have to send our troops over here, or are these navy ships just gonna do all the work? Tom Bombadil is actually dying though. We can heal him. We can almost create a nice little tower to assist him in his efforts. But he's not gonna be able to clear out the entirety of these troops. Didn't expect Tom Bombadil to die, but no problem. We got rid of a whole lot of their troops, and actually their archers probably have very short range, so our navy troops can just do a whole lot of work over here. I do see them heading over here to my tree, and I don't really like that, so I am gonna send these over here so that I can escort at least some troops back to this shore, because these guys are not gonna be dealt with so easily, it seems like. Did I send my builder away? Yeah, but this single troop of Mirkwood archers might just be so strong that they can just clear out the entire mission, but we'll see. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves. Let's create a bit of an elven forest and let's see what they can do. And by see what they can do, I mean pan the camera away because we want to get the other troops in ships. How are they holding up? They're probably fine, right? We don't have our heal yet, so they are all on their own for now, but that went absolutely fine. Let's have them get in here for a second, build another one of those towers. And I mean, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I think this mission is just in the bag. I don't think it's gonna pose any much more of a challenge, unless, which if I do remember correctly is still bound to happen, the Goblin King and his entire army shows up. But now I'm starting to doubt myself. Do we have any bonus objectives, by the way? No, not yet. So this mission is just still very easy. But yeah, this is where the real ending of The Lord of the Rings, the real story that we all know and is so dear to us, takes place. So it's kind of a special location. I think it's quite near Rivendell still, but it's not like completely next to it. I'm not that good at orientation, and especially not in fictional universes, but also not in fictional universes, so I can't say it with complete certainty where this is exactly on the map that Tolkien drew up. This troop has immediately turned to level 5, and let's see what happens once this last goblin is defeated. The first attack wave, yeah, there we go. I am very, very satisfied with my approach of doing things, and not just assuming that was it. Aha!
They've come to help us. The heart of the dwarf is a restless one. When the battle calls,
hell yeah,
we answer.
Hell goddamn yeah. The next attack will arrive back then. You know what I'm gonna do? You might have already guessed it, but I am gonna build some goddamn towers on this beach. This is an extreme cheese tactic, but I remember from my childhood that it was pretty goddamn effective. Just like fill up the shore with towers and then the enemy will be in desperate trouble. What is your guys' favorite location in The Lord of the Rings? I'm wondering about that. My favorite location in Lord of the Rings, it's quite a difficult question. I do think it's gonna have to be something with like flowers or something, right? Maybe Fangorn Forest. I feel like I remember when I read the story, because I read the books, I feel like that place really struck a nerve with me once I read about it the first time. Just reading about Treebeard showing Merry and Pippin around and them drinking that juice that made them become bigger. I think that was a very, very interesting part of the story and I thoroughly enjoyed it. If you're not a fan of cheese strategies, by the way, just look away, because this is not for the faint-hearted what we're doing right here. Let's send our transport ships to safe haven. And we have all our troops here in the back in case things do get ugly. Everybody has been deployed on the shore. You guys can move to the back a little bit more. We have time for a couple more towers, I believe. Let's put one over here as well. Let's make sure that we don't forget to upgrade all of them. You can just build another one right over here. This guy can get upgraded and you can build another one right over here as well. Let's move our navy to the side a bit to maybe engage in a flanking maneuver once they actually get over here. And then I think this will just be kind of an unbeatable strategy, right? I look forward to seeing them get out of their ships and it being like a D-Day scenario where they just get machine gunned before they are even done unloading. Let's see what kind of heat the enemy is packing, because they are almost arriving. I feel like the Dwarven towers will be finished before they actually reach this shore, but this Elven tower might not. A second assault wave does approach, but it's not like we didn't expect it because they explicitly warned us about it. And then one more tower over here. Let's see. Let's see what's gonna happen. Oh, alright. The bombardment ships. Kind of forgot about them. They might pose a bit of a threat, but let's try to head past all of their regular ships and just head straight for those Corsair bombardment ships. Let's repair our towers for a second. I feel like it's not doing as well as I suspected it to do. Build an Elven bombardment ship is a bonus objective as I suspected, so we can't support any more forces, so I don't think we will be able to get a total victory, but to me it looks like we are absolutely completely decimating them in like just a vulgar manner. It's just happening so fast and so efficiently that it's not even nice to look at anymore, right? It's just not fair. And look at that, almost all of our towers held. The second attack wave, you say, huh? Well, I guess we have some more tower building to do. Can we send troops into the fortress like in the old games? Yes, you can, right? But I'm gonna have to send in a whole bunch of troops if I do actually want to get to the point where I can create another ship. I don't think it's gonna be worth it. This is so funny. What we can do is load our archers and extrovers all into these towers, right? Do we have any others? Yes, we do. You can head into here, you can head into here, you can head into here. And then another troop right here. So that flanking maneuver was really, really efficient to get the bombardment ships out of the way. I'm really satisfied with how I tried to complete this mission in a very efficient manner. I think that what I'm gonna do after I complete this mission is I'm gonna try to go for a run. Alright, and here we are with the final attack wave. Let's get our troops out there. These look upgraded, or I don't know what those lights mean, but it looks like they are upgraded. They do have more bombardment ships, so after we destroy these guys, we are definitely gonna have to move along. Oh, by the way, we need to move our army back for a second before they are completely destroyed. Let's make sure that our naval ships are just still doing their job. I don't mind their troops actually reaching the shore, but come on, let's make sure that we get all of that out of there. Still upgrade all of the towers while we are working on it. Let's get an Elven forest in here if we find a possible location somewhere, and just get rid of all these bombardment ships because they are causing us a lot of trouble for a second. There's one ship chilling in the back over here. It's a bombardment ship, but that's all fine. And it looked dire for a second, but actually their entire forces have just been defeated already, is what I'm about to say. As I said, if you're not into cheesy things, if you're lactose intolerant, look away from this entire mission, because I completed it in a way that I can't really be proud of. But I completed it nonetheless.
The Blue Mountains will fight alongside the free peoples of Middle-earth after all. As this new alliance is celebrated, Arwen Evenstar arrives with the help of the Eagles.
Let's go, some eagle action.
She brings the heroes troubled tidings from distant lands. Sauron's massive armies from Dol Guldur have moved north into Onkruid, the domain of the Elven King Thranduil. The new allies must now rise up and prepare for the long journey eastward to aid their distant friends.
Hell yeah.
Arwen urges the heroes to allow the Eagles to take them directly to Thranduil's side for further counsel.
Absolutely. We are headed off to the east to stop the marching enemies from Dol Guldur. Quite a long mission, quite a tedious one, but that's what I suspected. Next time we're gonna head over to Selduin, which looks to be a human settlement, or are those dwarves? I believe they look more like humans to me. Yeah, we'll just see what it has in store for us next time. Thanks all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.